We're now going to go back to the very beginning of the semester when we learned how to add, subtract, and multiply polynomials. So with adding and subtracting, what we wanted to do was distribute and combine like terms. In this first problem, I have a 1 in front of both of my parentheses, so when I multiply by 1, it doesn't actually change anything, and I can copy down what I had. But it's still important to think through because oftentimes it's not going to be a 1, and so we want to make sure that we're always consistent with what we're doing. All right, obviously I can't write the number 2 right now. 6x squared minus 7x plus 10 plus 8x minus 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 7. And now we look for like terms. My suggestion method for like terms is to either use colors or to do different ways of underlining versus boxing and squaring and doing all sorts of different stuff to show like terms, just because sometimes you go through a minus sign and then make it look like a plus. So 5x cubed minus 2x cubed would give me 3x cubed. Then 6x squared plus 5x squared would be 11x squared. Negative 7x plus 8x would be plus 1x. And then 10 minus 7 would be plus 3. Subtracting is exactly the same thing, except for when I have a negative in front, I have to be careful about my signs. So the first parentheses, I'm still going to drop it like it's hot and have 5x squared minus 6x plus 9. But after I distribute through my negative, we're going to change signs. So minus 5x plus 2x squared minus 11. Okay. So 5x squared plus 2x squared is 7x squared. Negative 6x minus 5x is negative 11x. And 9 minus 11 is minus 2. Then we learn to multiply. When we're multiplying, we want to use the box. And specifically, it's like we're finding the area of a box where I have a length and a width. So we put those on the outside, 3x plus 2 and 4x minus 5. So 12x squared, 8x, negative 15x, and negative 10. We're just multiplying the sides. 4x times 3x, 4x times 2, negative 5 times 3x, negative 5 times 2. So 12x squared minus 15x plus 8x minus 10. And then we want to combine our middle terms. So 12x squared minus 7x minus 10. This continues to work when I have more terms in one of my parentheses. So in this case, I have 2 terms by 3 terms. So I'm going to draw a 2 by 3 box. So 2x minus 1, and then 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. So 6x cubed, negative 4x squared, 8x, negative 3x squared, 2x, and negative 4. So that gives me 6x cubed minus 7x squared plus 10x minus 4. Oh, sorry, I'm so used to doing this so quickly, but I was just going ahead and combining right there. What's nice when we multiply with the box is usually our like terms are lined up. Okay, sorry for moving too fast there. All right, then we looked at zero product property, which is what we're using every time we were solving polynomials and solving quadratics later, which is when I have 2 things being multiplied to 0, I know that one of them has to equal 0, because the only way to multiply to 0 is one of the things to be 0. It's waiting for y'all in the crowd to answer my question. So in this first one, 2x minus 3 equals 0, so we add 3, and then divide by 2. So x equals 3 over 2. And then we're going to minus 4. So x equals negative 4. The next one, this is where I saw the most mistakes because we need to say 6x equals 0. X minus 7 equals 0. So in the first one, we're going to divide by 6 on both sides and get x equals 0. And then add 7, x equals 7. And a lot of times we put these in squiggly brackets. I didn't do it on the last one, but 0, 7.